Welcome ladies and gents, so let's take a look at Madame Web because it's opening weekend, although it's essentially a week because it opened on a Tuesday. Box office not looking that great for an $80 million budget. Could it be saved? We're going to dive into this and more with respect to the box office roundup. Hit subscribe if you're new here folks, turn the bell notifications on, and please do follow me over on Twitter at MrHReviews. Let's go! So, Madame Web, $80 million budget. Have you seen it? Have you not? Love to see what you guys think of it. There's actually two movies which opened to like a 6-day weekend. Can we even call that a weekend at this point in time? Really? Probably not. Whatever you want to try and bump up the profits, I guess. I understand why they're calling it a 6-day weekend or 6-day opening, because I understand why they open on a Tuesday, because it was Valentine's Day. But a 6-day opener to only hit $51.5 million worldwide? Ooh, it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good for Madame Web. Again, hardly surprising, but it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, we'll take a look. This is Deadline reporting the box office numbers. And first and foremost, let's compare it anyway to Bob Marley One Love. This is the biopic movie with Ronaldo Marcus Green directing. Just for 3 days. 3 days it did $27.7 million. But across the entire 6th day it did $51 million. Pretty damn good, actually. And if you compare it like for like, relative like for like, with another biopic, Elvis, Bob Marley did its job, essentially, as Deadline says, and opened exactly where a musical biopic should. It didn't do terrible. 4-day, Bob Marley is at $33.2 million. So overall, rounded it out for $51 million. Well, it did open to $51 million, but comparing that actually, to Bohemian Rhapsody, which did identically $51 million, but that was over a 3-day weekend. But I would argue that that movie was bigger in scale and scope. So I'd say actually Bob Marley did pretty well by comparison to Bohemian Rhapsody. Hello there folks, and apologies for interrupting the video, but I just wanted to let you know that I have merch once again. Yes, MrHReviews.com is my brand new merch store, and as you can see, we've got some of the old designs, but there are some absolutely fantastic brand new designs. If you want to support the channel, this is the very best way to do that. Please do shop now at MrHReviews.com. It's a fantastic way to support the channel when we get heavy demonetization on YouTube. Anyway, thanks so much. Back to the video. So, we also have this, the global running total, is $80 million overall. I mean, that's pretty good, to be fair. Pretty good. So 51 6-day, and then worldwide 80. Bloody decent going. Decent going. Now, what are we going to take a look at next? Well, of course it is Madame Web. Arguably the best film of this year. Anyway, it came in at higher than expectations. Not exactly massively. So the low end of the expectations was 25 odd million or something like that. I mean, it's not great. Yeah, not great. $26 million, 25.8 it hit. Not good. Overall, $51.5 million globally. Not great. Not great. Now, Deadline, interestingly, says this. I understand the loss won't be traumatic given Sony's rich international TV output deals and its Netflix deal. So could this movie still be saved? Will it break even? It won't break even on its theatrical run at all. So let's cover this again. $80 million budget. Just production budget needs $160 million to break even. But you have to factor in marketing on top of that. Let's be super fair. Overly fair and reasonable and say had $20 million marketing. Probably had significantly more because they run quite a lot of adverts. But let's say it's $100 million all in profit and marketing. It needs $200 million to break even. It's not going to do that on its theatrical run. It just won't. $51.5 million worldwide. Another $150 million? No, absolutely not. A couple of weeks' time, we've got Dune Part 2 coming out, which is going to decimate everyone at the box office. And then after that, we've got Deadpool 3. So no, this one's dead. But we don't fully know what the Netflix deal is with Sony, and you know they do have significantly higher revenue streams from other international markets, which they sort of plop their TV, their movies on TV and things like that. So for Sony overall, this could break even. I don't think it'll go into profit for them, but with second revenue streams, this will probably break even from that perspective. But Sony, the take-home lesson from this, hopefully, will be Sony, stop making these movies. And for God's sake, let Sydney Sweeney's, assets hang out a little bit more. And even Deadline says, look, everyone knows this wasn't a win. It has nothing to do with fanboys turning their backs on female superheroes, nor is it due to the fact that it's too deep a universe. Madam Web just is not a good movie. It just isn't. It's real bad. It's real bad. It's not great at all. Interestingly, the best markets are South, Central, and West in the statesides. So that's quite funny, to be honest. But yeah, it just didn't do very well. It did really poor. It did come in second at the box office, but look at the amount of theatres it had. It had 4,000 theatres. 4,000 theatres. Bob Marley had 500 theatres less, give or take, and it did essentially double. 51 million. Madam Web 25.8. How woeful is that? Utterly woeful. Really bad. Not good. And then the other Sydney Sweeney starer, Anyone But You, they're not bad. Not too bad. 85.1 million worldwide. I think the surprise sleeper hit has been The Beekeeper from Amazon and MGM. With Jason Statham at $60.5 million at week 6. It's not bad. At that point, they will probably want to kick it out of theatres soon, because the theatres will be taking a higher percentage home at that point. Lisa Frankenstein, though, has probably been the biggest failure lately. Really bad. I mean, only $8 million total at the moment. Pretty damn poor. And a movie I reviewed, Land of Bad, which I do recommend, actually, with only 1.3 thousand theatres, did a total of $2.05 million. Not bad. Not too bad. Not great. But for such a small theatrical run so far, it's not doing terrible. It's not doing terrible at all. There's been some other films here and there, but yeah, I mean, Madam Web is the hilarious one. And this is the thing where people can't sit there and go, well, it's all men's fault, right? So Madam Web, 75% of its $60 million global P&A allocated towards social and TikTok. Oh, so 60 million. Wow. Oh, that's quite high. Oh, wow. 60 million you spent on marketing. Wow. Oh. Anyway, it did 53% men, 47% women. Not good. Not good. But it's not men's fault, because men actually went out and watched it in higher percentages than women. Not massively high, but still higher. Anyway, they got 60 million. Wow. I don't know if it's going to break even now. But anyway, there you go, ladies and gents. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Bye-bye now.